sleeping deeper and deeper, hearing just the music of my voice, sleep.
The myths and legends of the process of hypnosis are plentiful and exotic. I'm not talking about hypnotherapy, where a health professional helps you stop smoking or overcome anxieties. Those are good things, don't get me wrong.
Here comes a song, here comes a crowd of applause. Play that favorite instrument, girls.
But where's the entertainment value in that?
Listen, if you want to volunteer, let me ask you to come up and stand on stage with me. Come on up, let's go.
No, I wanted to experience hypnosis in the context of a comedy nightclub act, where a stage hypnotist would put me under and presumably help me make a bigger idiot of myself than I capably do on a daily basis.
Who else?
More than that, though, I wanted to understand, how does it work?
I will simply tell you that in my estimation, hypnosis is an altered state of consciousness.
Everybody can do this, but not everybody can do this every night.
Enter Jim Spinnato, who's worked as a professional magician and hypnotist dating back several presidential administrations.
When someone's hypnotized, they know exactly what they're doing. They can reject the hypnotist's suggestions. They know right from wrong.
I want you to imagine that we just placed under your feet an imaginary wooden plank about, I don't know, like 10 inches wide, okay?
They know exactly what's going on. Because some people think that when you're under the influence of hypnosis that you're in a zombie state, which is not true.
So let me ask you volunteers to sit back in your seats, place your hands in your laps, separated.
We met him in the green room at Comix in Mohegan Sun, shortly before his regular monthly hypnosis show, to learn about what he does and how he does it.
Take another deep breath in, everyone, please.
All hypnosis is self-hypnosis. There's not a hypnotist in the world that can put you under. We simply guide you through the process. If you allow it to happen by relaxing and concentrating and getting serious about it, then it will happen.
Everyone, please open your eyes, or just roll your eyes to the top. Roll them as far back as you can go.
We all use the same process of putting someone into a state of hypnosis. Therapeutic hypnosis is just that, for therapy. People who want to break their habits or overcome fears. I elected to use it just for entertainment purposes because I came from that field. I was a professional magician for many years doing comedy clubs.
You're going to feel that heavy feeling start to travel through the rest of your body, and as it does, it'll start to send you down to a nice deep sleep. Here we go. Ready?
I could not
5.
book myself into the college market as a magician. This was like 30 years ago, because at the time, the biggest thing were hypnotists. So I decided to take on hypnosis.
3. Feel the heaviness right around your chest and your stomach as you begin to sink down into that chair.
It was easier for me to book myself into the college market as a hypnotist. That's not true today.
Sleep deeper and deeper. Let your head just drop forward.
Magic and hypnosis are huge in the college market. But back then, it was difficult for me to get a college gig as a magician.
How about you, man, if I go sleep? Well, thanks, buddy. Thanks.
Not everyone who wants to be hypnotized
Thanks, Sheila.
and volunteers to do so
Hey, Rick,
can actually be put under.
Let me just make sure. If I go like this, if I go to sleep? Thanks, Rick.
All right, so my anxiety, spiderweb brain, isn't the sort that's susceptible to hypnotists. Fair enough. I decided to just sit back and watch Spinato's very funny show.
When your eyes are open, and when you hear me say the word microphone, you'll suddenly realize that the person next to you, no matter who it is, smells unbelievably delicious.
A few observations.
Dan, did you give me the right microphone?
No matter how politically correct we become as a society,
Oh, the smell is all gone.
there are still plenty of people across all generations and of both genders
The smell is all gone. It's all gone. Sit up.
who love risque humor. The bawdier, the better.
I don't know. It must have something to do with the microphone. Mm-hmm.
It's one reason Spinnato stays really busy doing college shows. Younger folks are less inhibited, and they're almost always happy to see a friend do embarrassing things that, on a return to consciousness, those folks are not actually that embarrassed about to begin with.
In a moment, honey, when your eyes are open, I want to ask you if you'd be so kind to go get me a drink of water.
And given the perhaps limited number of possibilities within the boob and crotch scenarios,
As soon as you open the doors, you're going to realize there's 1,000 little leprechauns out there.
Spinnato is pretty clever at coming up with creative ideas like a leprechaun orgy.
Okay, seriously? Why are there leprechauns here?
Just as not everyone can be hypnotized,
No! You can't come in! No!
You can't fool Spinnato into thinking you're hypnotized.
As I count from 1 to 5, you will become more and more aware of your surroundings. You'll become more and more awake.
There's almost always the fearful question Spinnato has to answer.
The biggest question I get is, what if I get hypnotized and don't wake up? Physically impossible. If someone were to be hypnotized and I were to leave, they would simply go from a hypnotic sleep into a normal sleep, and then they would wake up as they normally do every day.
So, Ginger, if I were to ask you if you were hypnotized tonight, your answer would be what?
I doubt it.
Yeah. Same question, Morgan.
No.
There's a theory that when people take their time to come out of hypnosis, there's a theory that they like that feeling of being hypnotized so much that they don't want to come out of it. They want to remain in that state. You know, that's the theory. But you have to wake them up because the show's over. You know? But to be stuck, physically
Up
impossible.
here this long because seriously, you two and I already did a hypnosis show, and you girls were great.
In the end, I wish I had been hypnotized. Maybe it's my own weirdness, but I think that I'd like to have believed that I saw a leprechaun orgy. But maybe the next best thing is watching Jim Spinnato convince some other poor guy that it's really happening.